Why is the Bible bullshit? Tomorrow, our pool pump gets fixed, and I'll be happy because it's so noisy. So, what's wrong with the Bible? First of all, the history. Do you understand it? Do you know what the people were like back then? You should read Tacitus and Nero and learn about how ugly they were. And crucifixion was a regular occurrence because there was Zoroastrian and Mithraism and all these other saviors and religions, and Constantine wanted to put Christians at the top. And no one was happy about it. And so, when you understand the evil of the people back then, they had everything. They were wealthy, knowledgeable, they ruled. They ruled the press. They ruled the books. They created the narratives. All that stuff. And guess what else? They all had fake names. 3 or 4 names at least. Based on culture and where, what particular brand they were, the denominations and all that bullshit. But the genealogy, wrong. The tribal information, wrong. Ephraim and Manasseh weren't Joseph's brothers. They were his kids. All of it's wrong. The contradictions are too many to count. I stopped at 289. Okay, you want a couple examples? Your mind is the enemy of God. Or you have the mind of Christ. Which do you prefer? Because the Bible will let you pick and choose, depending on what you want that day, right? So what else is wrong about it? Well, the storyline is incorrect. All the stories are wrong, like the one about Joseph in the coat. That was a golden idol, according to the Jewish rabbis at the very top that I found. There's so many misinterpretations. The firmament wasn't like firmament exactly. It was a pyramid. It was a form. Yeah. And the Torah is just a listing. The stories underneath the Torah, bull. It doesn't matter. There's little bits of truth that you can, trace back, maybe a name, a Cleopatra, whoever. But the stories are just manipulated to get the numbers to you of the end of this earth age, because they needed to do that for perpetuality. And the New Testament was very interesting. It was written by a group of aristocratic leaders, inbred, creepy, just like the ones that are in charge today that we can't put our handle on. Yeah. They just manipulate things to get what they want. What else about the Bible is wrong? Well, practically every little thing. This is my stack. And let's see here what all we have. The Sabbath day, that's bullshit. There's just too much. Too much. It's bullshit. I'm sorry. It is. Even the word God is bullshit. That's a word, G-U-T-A-N, that comes from Germanic Indo-European language from like 3000, and they made it up. God, G-O-D, really? It means to sacrifice, or what's the other word that they use when they define G-O-D? To invoke, which that makes sense. But it ain't no frickin' savior anywhere. And unfortunately, I've got every point. You just can't prove the Bible has any validity with my notes. I'm sorry, but it's bunk. Anyway, I'm trying to get all that out. I've been working at it, but it's a lot of material. Join me on Syzygy if you want some truth. 4 what we're looking at.